Welcome to the Rewatch Ryan YouTube channel. My name is Ryan Snelling. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another horror watch along. This is the fifth one that I've done this spooky season, and I'm super stoked. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper. I have never seen this before. You're gonna watch me watch this for the very first time, and I'm pumped for it because it's short and sweet, and I am a little bit familiar with this concept because I saw the remake in 2003 with Jessica Biel. I haven't watched it since I saw that in theaters, so it's been a long time. I can't remember if it's good or not. Rotten Tomatoes says that it isn't, so hopefully this is a classic case of the remake is not as good as the original. I will say, I've been quite taken by Psycho, The Exorcist, and Rosemary's Baby, but I wasn't that into Night of the Living Dead. You probably know my entire take on that. I've talked about it plenty already. I've also known that slasher movies are not typically my thing, and I, of course, fit this in the category of like your Jasons and your Halloweens and your Nightmare on Elm Streets. I just don't respond to these. It's not a strong story, not a strong narrative. It's really just about the kind of kills and dumb people being dumb. I guess it's dumb fun, but what I will say, because this movie does take place in Texas, I saw a great horror movie this year that takes place in Texas. I might actually see two. I don't know if I've seen Pearl yet or not, based on when I'm recording this and based on when you might be watching this. But potentially two great Texas-themed horror movies this year. And so I'm hoping, again, that this just continues this streak of like really solid Texas-based horror movies. That's a weird category. And a classic case of the remake not being as good as the original. I didn't even bother to watch the Netflix remake that just came out a few months ago. No chance in hell. I'm excited that apparently the runtime is like an hour and 25 minutes or something. Just short and sweet. Let's just dive right into this movie, and I will see you on the other side.
The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So, a couple things. First of all, chainsaw is one word. Second of all, I'm also getting the Strangers vibes from this, which is a horror movie I actually do like. August 18th, 1973. The Strangers is a horror movie that I do like. You know, kind of setting up that it's somewhat based on a true story. And I'm digging that. I'm feeling good about this. Seriously. I'm excited. Also, I read on IMDb that John Larroquette did that intro. So, good for him. That's the only actor or crew member that I'm familiar with. I've never seen a Tobe Hooper movie. Poltergeist is coming later for my watch-alongs. But, so this is my first Tobe Hooper movie as well. I mentioned it at the end of the last watch-along. I'm excited for these 70s grimy horror movies. It's already starting off super strong in that regard. Looks like a honeycomb. That's pretty sick, Chubbs. In terms of the opening credits and everything, definitely the most stylistic, for sure. I was gonna say, I'm already getting X vibes, but I know that this obviously came way before. What? The first thing I thought of was that Mac and Me clip that Paul Rudd always plays when he's on Conan.
And is in that respect evil. Hence, when malefic planets are in retrograde, and Saturn's malefic, okay, their malefice is increased.
Have you been doing those Reader's Digest word power columns again?
Jerry, it just means Saturn's a bad influence. It's just particularly a bad influence now because it's in retrograde. Okay.
He'll let you in.
Thank you.
Say, fella, I'm gonna run off with the girl a minute. You don't mind, do you?
Ooh.
Hey, folks, let us through here. This girl's granddaddy's buried here.
I see things.
That's different.
Hey, that's your slaughterhouse.
They bashed him in the head with a big sledgehammer.
Oh, that's awful.
It usually wouldn't kill him on the first lick.
Please don't show it. Oh, come on. Please don't show it.
Hitchhiker.
Should we pick him up?
Well, the son of a bitch is gonna smell just like the slaughterhouse.
Oh, give the guy a break. He can sit by Franklin.
I feel like you smell like Slaughterhouse.
Weird looking. No.
Why is he freaking out?
I think we just picked up Dracula.
Sal, you work at that place?
Ugh.
Oh, no. My brother worked there. My grandfather, too.
I really don't like looking at this person. It reminds me of, I can't think of what that family, the crazy, gross family, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I can't think of what their name is, but that's what he reminds me of, and I hate it so much.
I was the killer.
I hope he dies the most painful death. I'm genuinely excited.
What are you doing?
Hey, man, put that knife up.
Don't do something. No. Why? Get that bitch ass out of that van.
I have this knife.
Kind of reminds me of Jeremy Johns too.
You could take me to my house. I live right off this road.
I'm thinking about scrubbing ahead, I'm not gonna lie. I really hate this. I'm sure that foil is for his meth. Oh wait, is he about to actually do drug? Is that gunpowder? No. Fuck this guy. Oh my god. Why? Why?
Oh, no. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn.
Not another freak.
Would you fill her up, please?
I got no gas.
Who is this, Spielberg? Look at that camera work. I don't like any of these people. Not one.
You think that guy's just trying to scare us by, blowing up my picture like that?
What else would it be? No, I think he was just trying to be friendly. Here we go. Finally. Now we're getting somewhere. I just really hope that Leatherface doesn't come across as cheesy. What is that? Are those Daddy Longlegs? That's my nickname in high school. 100% this dude's toast. First one to go.
Sorry!
Yeah, it's kind of messed up to leave him behind like that. That kind of sucks. I guess he's just gonna have to die. These are not real people. Like, what? Who does this? God. Never mind, I'm not giving you any more empathy. That sounds like True Detective shit.
Sally! Sally!
Sally!
Hey, come here! Come here, look at this!
Are those cars from Leatherface's victims? Or is he just a collector? I mean, I don't know. Why would there be a swing that faces the front door of a house?
Hello? Hello? Hey, pal.
Oh God. That was awesome. Not what I expected. Here we go. I've never been more excited to see a group of people murdered in a horror movie than I am right now. Are those feathers? I mean, he's a creative dude. I mean, you gotta give him that. I mean, I don't know anybody with an imagination like this. I mean, look at that. Alright, we get it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Is that our boy toy? Yeah. Oh, I love that you couldn't really hear her scream. That's awesome. I talked about this a little bit during the Night of the Living Dead reaction. When I was in middle school, I made horror movies with my friends. Now, what's really interesting about that is, like, I hadn't seen a whole lot of horror movies. I was just kind of, you know, doing whatever felt right and felt good at the time. And my friend, who was like the star of every movie that we made, he was the main, like, bad guy, monster, horror villain, if you will. He was the guy under the mask. Leatherface just coming out like that with the weapon, squealing. My friend used to do that, and it used to make me laugh so hard. Now, he watched a lot of these movies growing up. I don't know if he saw this or not, but I talked about it too. Like, it was weird that a lot of what I see now is what I did back then, but I didn't have the influence, if that makes sense. So it's just kind of strange to see the similarities, even though I didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, that just took me back to when I used to make movies like this as a kid, and except obviously this was a lot more violent.
Are you mad at me?
I'm mad at you.
No,
I can't
I'm
stand
not
your
mad.
bitch ass.
You don't think that guy try and follow us, do you? Sally?
What now?
My God.
Nothing.
I love how so far Leatherface hasn't gone anywhere. His victims just come to him. He doesn't have to go chasing after them or running after them or anything. They just come to him.
Pam, is that you?
Just go in if you think it's them. Just die already.
Okay, you guys.
What a wacko. What? What was all that? I would love to text my friend, my childhood friend that did this. I want to know if he drew inspiration from this guy. Oh, he's anxious. Why is everybody in this town just out of their mind? I don't like that at all. The McPoyle.
They don't have a flashlight or anything.
I can't imagine if you were in this situation, you'd wait long enough for it to get dark. This is either going to be the best watch-along video or the worst. Because it's going to be so redundant, me just getting irritated with these people. It's also probably going to be like 10 minutes long. We are cooking. We've only got like, what, 30 minutes left?
Sally, they took the keys. We don't have any keys.
Oh.
Stop it! Stop
I'll go with you, all right?
No, Sally.
Come on, I'll go with you. Sally,
I'll go with you.
but I'm gonna
I'll
keep
go
the
with you,
flashlight.
Sally.
it! Give me the flashlight!
Look,
I'll go
look,
with you.
I'll go with you. Sally?
Oh my God.
Sally, wait a minute.
Stop. Stop.
Oh my God. Sally, I'll come with you, Sally. Man, he is booking it. What's going on? Oh my gosh. He's got a lot of endurance. He's a big guy.
Now, you're all right. You're okay.
Warm and clear to partly cloudy.
What? If they're working together,
Cost electricity is enough to
why
drive
did
a man out of
Leatherface
business.
turn off the chainsaw and just stop chasing her? Like, is he just gonna take him back to Leatherface's house?
You gotta be self-respect. Look what your brother did to that door! Let him get away? Are you sure? You damn fool!
Just finish it off already. I would love to see Leatherface kill his own family. I don't think there's time for that, but...
Crazy! You gotta make us stop! Please!
Nothing. He's just a cook.
Shut up, you bitch hog.
Alright guys, I'm gonna skip ahead to... Just open the door! Who was that running? Okay. And done. Alright guys, before you get my final reaction to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, please scan this QR code right about there with your phone. You can get 30 days free on me of Audible, or you can go to the description down below, audibletrial.com/rewatch, not rewatch Ryan. Make sure you go to audibletrial.com/rewatch and get 30-day free trial of Audible on me. It's a great way to support me and these watch-alongs. So with that said, guys, I'm going to spend very little time reacting to this movie. I looked it up while I was watching this. On Rotten Tomatoes, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is holding down an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes and an 82% audience score. 65 total reviews. Not as many reviews as a normal movie just because it's, you know, almost 50 years old. This is maybe one of the worst examples of movies that I already dislike, which are just pointless slashers that are just all about kills and there's no story and you don't care about the characters. I hate watched this entire movie. I was trying to get into it. I was trying to be funny with it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I hated every character. They all annoyed me. I couldn't enjoy them at all. They were terrible. And also just empty. Like, they were all just weird, but also nothing. I couldn't tell you any names. I couldn't tell you any traits or attributes or anything. And I know that that's not the point. But there's no way to do that in an hour and 20-minute movie. You know, this is just not my thing, and apparently it's other people's, but I just don't get it. The filmmaking style was a little bit more like guerrilla run and gun filmmaking, and I appreciate that. But the fact that I recalled my middle school movies and how they were also run and gun and how there was no real sequencing to it. I mean, I'm thinking about the nighttime chase when he's chasing the girlie and she gets trapped in like the brush or whatever, and they're kind of just circling around the same area, and it's like not really an interesting thing to look at. When I look up at the reviews and the praise for it, it's like a smart script and documentary style camera work. First of all, how is it a smart script? And I feel like literally anybody could have filmed this movie. It wasn't that brilliant. I will say that Leatherface himself scared me. I do think he's one of the better villains. I'm legitimately like terrified of him, but also he had comedic qualities, and the fact that he had just the weirdest out there family that I hated with a passion, it kind of brings him down a little bit, and it kind of also makes him stupid. So I either hate him or I love him. Ultimately, I latched on to nothing. I can't believe how hard that was for me to get through. I'm glad that this is the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre on here. In fact, I don't really have any other like classic slashers or classic horror monsters. I have no Halloween movies, no Nightmare on Elm Streets. It's probably for the better, honestly. And so I'm just going to keep hunting. I'm going to keep looking for movies that I respond to, like Rosemary's Baby, Exorcist, Psycho. That's what I'm here to look for. I am not looking forward to some of the zombie movies that we have coming up just based on this reaction. Yeah, I think this movie's terrible. It's nothing. I run the risk of just being redundant and repeating myself. I hope that this is the shortest watch along I do. I just think that would be funny because I don't want to spend any more time on this. So with that said, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd at RewatchRyan. You can find links in the description down below that'll take you straight to my Letterboxd profile or to the list of movies that I'm covering. If you go to that list right now, you'll know that the original Wicker Man is my next movie. Also have Carrie coming up, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Dawn of the Dead, and The Evil Dead. I might skip one of those zombie movies. We'll see. Anyway, you have to stay tuned to this YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Make sure the notification bells are on. I greatly appreciate it. Guys, I hope the next one's better. My God. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.